how many times was Ms. Martin reprimanded with regard to her attitude and work performance by you or Mr. Keitlinger?
Can we just break that down, because it's somewhat of a compound question, and I'm not sure he knows how many times, Mr. Keitlinger. Why don't we just stick with him first? How many times he reprimanded her, and then to the extent that he knows whether or not John Keitlinger reprimanded, he can testify about that separately.
Sure.
Can you restate the question then?
Sure. Tell me how many times you reprimanded Ms. Martin in the year 2002 regarding her attitude and work performance.
I know there was at least a couple, and that I really stood out and said, rather than just kind of commonly in the back room say, hey, clean up your act, or you shouldn't do this, or you don't look well today. It was a couple times I said, hey, that's enough of this. You have to stop taking money. You have to do a better job with the clients. They're not happy. That sort of thing.
Okay. Tell me the approximate dates when you told Ms. Martin on those two occasions you recall.
January for sure in a shop meeting, and specifically for I told everybody, and it was March.
Okay. You recall any time after March of 2002 when you verbally reprimanded Ms. Martin for her attitude and work performance?
I left that up to John at that point.
Have you ever talked to Mr. Keitlinger about his reprimand of Ms. Martin regarding her attitude and work performance in 2002?
Yes.
What has he told you? What has Mr. Keitlinger told you regarding that?
He's told me that he told her several times that he knows money was missing, stay out of the till, and he also told me that specifically, like the 24th, he had sat her down, took her aside, and told her very specifically that there was no more of that action going to be going on at this place. You've been told many times, no more stealing money.
The 24th of what?
May.
On May 24th, 2002, Mr. Keitlinger told Ms. Martin no more taking money from the till.
Yes.
Now, what day was Ms. Martin terminated on?
May 5th, 2002.
Well, how could Mr. Keitlinger reprimand Ms. Martin after her termination?
April.
Oh, it's April 24th, 2002. Is
that what I said?
You said May before. I wanted to be clear.
Okay. April 24th. And May 5th was the termination date.
Now, any of the reprimands that you gave to Ms. Martin, did you document them in any way during the time she was employed there?
No.
Have you documented them in any way since Ms. Martin has been terminated?
No.
Has Mr. Keitlinger documented any of his reprimands of Ms. Martin, to your knowledge?
No.
He hasn't done it either during her term or after her term? Mr. Keitlinger hasn't documented it in any way?
No.
Now, for 2002, were any of the reprimands of Ms. Martin by you based on complaints from customers?
Before 2002?
During 2002, were any of the reprimands you gave to Ms. Martin related to complaints by any customers?
I don't recall if that was something that I had John reprimand her about when we got complaints, or if that was something I actually directly said.
Okay, I guess I'm a little confused. I'm asking about customer complaints in 2002 related to Ms. Martin.
Correct. I got very angry about a couple of them, and John wouldn't even let me talk to her because he knew I was
so angry.
Okay, give me the names of the customers related about which you got angry a couple times at Ms. Martin.
The last straw one for sure, that was Woody Woodford.
Where's my straw for this drink? I need a straw for this drink.
April.
Give me a straw.
Did Woody Woodford come to you?
Give me a pink
Came to
straw for
Oh
my
no, it
drink.
came back to me. I had to correct it.
I want a
What
pink
did Woody
straw
Woodford tell you
for
in
my
April
drink.
of 2002?
Pink, pink, pink,
about Ms.
pink,
Martin?
pink, pink.
Yeah, she had come in. She was very short with him. She was very.
For my drink.
She had a real bad attitude. She just rushed him through the service. He was out the door before he could. In half the time as a regular service, she had alcohol in her breath. She was. She did his services all wrong. And he had a big important date the next day that he had to show up at and not look correct. He was very upset.
And can you look at
It
your
was an
appointment
important
record?
date. She had alcohol on her breath. Alcohol breath.
I don't think we wrote his name down because we had him just stop in and take care of it immediately.
Were you there that day?
I did his hair. No, here he came in on the 27th,
April 27th, 2002?
April 27th, and that was the day that he had the bad service.
You were there that day?
No, I was not there. That was not the day, and I had to redo his hair sometime after that.
Been sometime
Was it
after
before
that.
Ms. Martin was terminated or after?
I don't recall.
Was
Will your appointment book show?
He doesn't know.
I don't think so because he
Where's
just
my
stopped
fiddle?
in. He said, just come on in. We won't even write you down. We'll just take care of it.
Before Mr. Woodford came in, had he called and told you about
His wife called John
Hold on, let me get my fiddle.
and just about ripped him up one side and down the other. Said that he's never coming back and
I ain't never coming back.
shouldn't have been treated that way with all the time he spent there.
Been treating me this way all this time. I ain't never coming back. Ain't never coming back. Never coming back. Never coming back no more. Ain't
you know
never coming back.
was
Never coming back. Never
did
coming
Mr.
back
Woodford's
no
wife call
more.
Mr. Keitlinger before or after Ms. Martin's termination?
Mr.
And
Keitlinger.
Mr. Keitlinger told you what Mr. Woodford's wife told him?
Mr. Woodford's
And what
wife
did you
told
do
him.
about it at that point?
What I did is
To assist Mr. Woodford.
to help Mr. Woodford out.
Yeah.
I redid his hair.
Did you do it shortly thereafter or sometime later?
I don't remember if it was a Saturday before she was fired. And I don't remember if it was, I think it was just
I had a
after she was
sad
fired
song.
that I redid his hair.
I played it all night long. Mr. Keitlinger, sail your kite. Sail your kite tonight, Mr. Kite.
Any other customers that you recall complaining about Ms. Martin in the year 2002?
I already gave you the names.
Miss Martin,
Clients. It was
I
after
gave
2001.
you
No,
the name.
before I asked you about 2001. Are you saying that some of the names were for 2002?
Same. Right.
Okay. So the names you gave me before, did they complain about Ms. Martin both in 2001 and 2002?
There was other ones in 2002, because some of the ones in 2001s refused to go back to her to
There's
have
ones and
services done
twos
by
and
her.
twos and one. 2 and 1 and 1 and 2.
trying to think for
one and two. With the job that they do.
There's other
What's
names
the job that you do? 2 and 1 and 1 and 2. 2 and 1 and 1 and 2. 2 and 1.
There are other names, but you cannot recall them. Is that what you're saying?
2 and 1 and 1 and 2. 1 and
Yes.
1 and 2 and 2.
And
I mean, I can't remember. I can picture their face. I can't come up with a
Picture
name.
her face.
oh,
His face or somebody's faces. Can we get some pictures here of
you
the
believe would
faces?
be witnesses for you with regard to
With
your complaint against
names.
Ms. Martin.
What were their names? I can picture the face. What was her name?
They could be.
A picture of her face and what was her
You made an
name?
effort to determine who the names of those people are.
No,
You intend to do that.
no.
In paragraph 10 of the amended complaint, Exhibit 1, you say that Ms. Martin did nothing to correct her attitude or performance deficiency.
Correct.
When you say that, what do you mean by that?
She still was coming in drunk and hungover and still was helping herself. And as more we reprimanded her, the more she felt vindictive to take more money and talked worse about us behind our backs. It got worse.
She's drunk, she's hungover, she's taking money from the till.
How many times did Ms. Martin come in drunk or hungover?
How many times did she come in?
Often.
More than 3?
At least 3 times in the last couple months.
And prior to the last couple months, how many times?
It was a weekly occurrence almost.
Okay, so almost about once a week, is that correct?
Misstates
I
his testimony.
can't. I don't recall exactly.
Did you document any of the times?
No.
Did Mr. Kaitlinger document?
No.
And you said there were at least 3 times in the last 2 months of Ms. Martin's employment when she came in hungover. Were you there on those days? Who was there, to your knowledge, other than you?
Who's there? To my
Or
knowledge.
John Kyler.
John Kylie was there.
And do you know what, if anything, Mr. Kaitlinger did with respect to the situations when Ms. Martin came in drunk or hungover?
I don't know.
Did you, as manager, did you expect that Mr. Kaitlinger would do something?
Yes.
And when did Mr. Kaitlinger tell you about those times that Ms. Martin came in drunk or hungover?
Not always.
Where's my fiddle when
Now,
they're diddling
turning the page of the Exhibit 1 complaint to
Where's my
paragraph 13, it
fiddle
says that on April
when
4th,
they're
2002,
diddling
Ms. Martin took
the sauce?
$60 out of Winter Circle's cash drawer without permission or authorization.
Where is the winter circle
If I said April, I
when
apologize. It's May
they're
4th. It
diddling
reads next
in
week.
my
Now,
sauce?
when did you first learn
Taking
that Ms.
the hair
Martin
products and putting them
knew what
on.
this allegation states?
Where's my fiddle when they're diddling in my sauce? Where's my fiddle and diddling in my sauce? Diddling in my
On
sauce.
when on May 5th did
Putting
you
the
know
hair on
money was
pause.
missing?
Before I
Taking
came
the
back,
hair product from
How
the
did you
boss.
learn that money was missing on May 5th?
because I came back into the salon, doing the books, and nothing.
When you say read the books, what do you mean?
Where is my fiddle when they're diddling in my sauce?
Okay, now when you say look on the page, are you talking about this large appointment book?
What's their name without a face? Without a face, without a name.
I noticed that in
Is my boss's
Kent Keller,
hair color
9 o'clock paid nothing.
toss Martin's
Lisa
house.
Radable had
The
paid.
house mouse. She's drunk.
And
Like a skunk, I could smell it on her breath. But her hair was
Service is
a
done.
different color. Cause she took it from the cupboard, Miss Hubbard.
What's the
cupboard.
significance of no totals for the
Oh,
service?
Miss Hubbard, in the cupboard. Or is it Miss Martin? In the darts on Miss Martin.
Well, are you
Colors
telling
in
me
the
that on the
Hubbard.
other days there would be totals?
How they
Yes.
get the
And
colors
looking
in
at
our
your
Hubbard.
appointment book in front of you, show me
Our
what
cupboards
other
and
days would have totals.
Blubber, it's
Well, does every day have totals?
all
Every day?
every day.
every day. What happened every day? I wasn't paying attention. 9:31:53.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Totals, checks, credit card, checks, cash.
Credit cards and checks. Credit cards and checks.
Who did the deposit for May 4th, 2002?
Michelle was supposed to have done that.
Michelle, you're supposed to do that.
It's not, we don't deposit it daily, like in the bank type of thing.
Well, was there a deposit? You said there was a deposit slip or something filled out for May 4th.
No, I
The
said
4th of May.
No, but I could probably go back to your answer, but you said you were comparing the book to the deposit slips.
I meant it wasn't with the totals for the end of the day, and the batch. Well, I guess the deposit. I don't recall if it's a deposit or not.
Well, I do recall you saying it. So was there a deposit done
That's
for May
just
2nd?
argumentative. Just give him a straight answer to his question, Dan.
You said that you noticed that there were no totals for May 4th of 2002 compared to the deposits.
I think that the transcript is going to speak for itself with respect to what he said.
What I'd like to do is stop. Can you go back and find that?
Let's
Just,
go
let's go back
to
a ways.
the
No, it's
time.
don't go back a few questions.
Back to the rhyme, back to the club, back to the pub, where the drinking
Where I first asked him
in
about paragraph
the
13.
tub.
Back to what Kirby said. Compared to total, no, and the straight, and was there a deposit? What did was it deposit? Well, like that.
Tell me if this is anywhere near. It's back.
Slips. You probably go. You said there would be a leak. You have 2002 totals in it. There's totals in it. Checks. Credit card, checks, cash.
Yeah, go a little bit further.
Credit totals in it.
A little bit further. A little bit further.
Go further. Close here.
Because I came back in this line and I was doing the books and nothing was not too long. When you say doing the books, I looked at the totals on the page and the totals for the deposit and the deposit and money was missing. Okay, now when you say they were good,
Okay, you can go back. This is when you get
Where is my deposit? Where is my return?
Okay. Just
Where
Yes.
did it go?
Mr. Brummel, we just
Is it
had
on
the
the
reporter
tape?
run back
All
my
the
question.
time?
If you recall,
Is it on the
stating
river
that
or
you
in the
saw that there
bank?
was not a
Is it
there was a
gone
problem
or
with
in
the
the
totals for
tank?
the page. I think you're referring to this page of the appointment book and the deposit.
Where's my page
Correct.
for the
Okay,
Pac-Man?
What are you referring to when you say
Where's the
deposit?
girls?
What I was referring to,
stacked
a
can?
bank deposit.
Where's the
but
girls? Where's that
as a
can?
deposit. I
Where's the
locked the door.
page for the Pac-Man?
Daily totals, the batch number, everything written down in an envelope and slip it into the locked drawer.
Slipping it in
That's
the
the
locked
deposit for
drawer.
the day.
The chastity.
So that was something you looked at compared to this appointment book?
Correct.
Where is that document?
There isn't a
Sweet
document.
Well, you said that there was a slip.
Paper.
Chastity.
Right, where's
This
this?
is a scrap paper.
Do you still have that scrap paper?
Yeah,
Where is it?
I don't have it.
I'm confused. I still have it. I don't have it. Do you have it? Or
I
don't?
had it.
He had it.
Okay.
Dan, do you have it now?
No.
He doesn't have it now.
And what do you remember seeing on this slip of paper?
The numbers that were
Well,
a
you
little
saw
low
it,
and
but
I
where's
tried
your
to-
evidence?
I couldn't figure out what happened. I knew there was money missing, which is the reason I did not tell her on the day I fired her. It was from, that I specifically knew money was missing that day.
How did you know money was missing?
Tell us
I
how.
think he's answered that
How do you know
question.
the money is missing?
Well,
Did you
I
count it?
told you that he compared the deposit slip that was in his locked drawer and cross-referenced it with the amount of money that he had. The question's been answered, to my knowledge.
well, tell me as specifically you can as to how the deposit slip didn't comport with this notations on the appointment book.
I'm going to object again. This question has been asked and answered.
You can object, but I would like to hear what he says.
I wasn't sure at the time. I knew something was wrong because people had, the totals weren't quite right.
In what way were the totals not quite right?
Same objection.
I already said I was not sure, so I had to wait.
Wait for what?
To find out what had happened for totals that day.
And what did you find out that happened with totals that day?
I found out through Jackie Kettlehut that she saw Michelle Martin take cash from Kent Keller, put it in her pocket of $120, and cash from Lisa Radebow in the amount of $160, and put it in her pocket also, and write zero down for both people and zero out their cards.
That's pretty specific.
So we're
I
talking.
didn't know what happened until I found out from Jackie Kettlehut
And when did you find that out from Jackie Castle?
the following week.
Some within a few days. Is that fair to say? Did you believe you found out? Let me ask you this: was Ms. Martin owed a final paycheck after she was terminated on May 5th, 2002?
Yes and no.
Okay. In what way yes, and in what way no?
She had owed more money in a loan than she was actually getting paid, so yes, she had a paycheck coming, but she owed it against a loan.
I understand. And had you talked to Ms. Kettlehut about the cash situation you just mentioned prior to working out Ms. Martin's last paycheck?
No. Oh, yes. Yes. I talked to her prior to the last paycheck.
Okay. And what was the amount of Ms. Martin's last paycheck, if you recall?
Back in what?
Any approximate amount?
It wasn't much.
Okay, just a few dollars. And when you made that out, did you inform Ms. Martin that you were going to make a deduction for the loan?
No.
Which loan are we referring to here? Can we clarify that? Because I'm not sure which loan you're referring to.
Well, Mr. Brummer, which loan are you referring to?
Which loan are you referring to? Oh no, which one are you referring to?
It actually wasn't a loan. It was money. Well, some of it was a loan for security deposit for her apartment. Some of it was because of money she had taken and not written down, and I put it on as a repayment, but it was not to do with that last day's worth of lost revenue.
There's like a lot of paperwork. So where are your papers, Mr. Brummel for Miss Martin?
And did Ms. Martin object in any way to you taking that money out of her check?
I don't know. Not at all. Not that I know. No.
Okay, well, so then Ms. Martin paid off the loan in that manner?
In that manner.
Well, I'll strike that. Let me show you Exhibit 2. This is a check payable for Michelle Martin dated May 10th, 2002, I believe. You familiar with that?
Yes.
And on May 10th, 2002, did you pay Ms. Martin this check?
Yes.
And why did you give her that check on that date?
She said she needed it to cover her bills and that she would pay me back immediately. She already asked her mother for money, and that it would be just a couple days she'd be able to pay me back, and I felt sorry for her. Single mom or kid, that I thought, well, okay, I'll help you out. And I lent her the $800 back again.
So originally Ms. Martin was lent $800.
More than that.
How much more?
It was like 850 or 65.
Did she pay any of it back?
No.
So how much does Ms. Martin owe you from loan money?
I just rounded it off to 800.
Okay. Now, I'm going to show you Exhibit 3 and tell me if you're familiar with what that document is.
Yes?
What is Exhibit 3?
It's her payroll deduction.
Well, it's a statement with regard to a payroll check to Ms. Martin dated May 10th, 2002, is it not? I'm looking. Here, pull it up here, I'll show you. See the date of the check?
Correct.
So was Ms. Martin given a check on May 10th of 2002? A paycheck, I should say.
I don't know if it was that date or...
Let me show you Exhibit 4, and that's a stub that looks like a check, but it's not a check. Familiar with Exhibit 4, too?
Yes.
Does Exhibit 4 relate to Exhibit 3?
Instead of a check. It's just a check. It's not related to a total amount, no.
Well, let's look at the bottom of Exhibit 3. Doesn't it show Ms.
Oh, I see.
Martin's net pay of $12.57?
Hello, Mexican border dance. Stop, look around, and round and round and round and down. Picture the front, pass from the rear, straddle the side. Go to the front, look at her rear. Picture the front, looking down low. Picture the back, look at her front. Watch her approach. Pass on the side. Picture the side. Picture the side. Stop. No pictures. Stop. Stop. No pictures. Funky, frustrated spin and turn. It's a frustrated spin and turn. Spin. Turn. Funky, frustrated spin and turn. Open the patrol door. Pictured alone. Reflect on the border and do the border dance again. I've gone borderline. I'm border. I learned I'm borderline. 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 Here she comes, here she comes, she's coming to my side. Here she comes, she's coming back, she cannot rest till she comes back. She's coming back, she's coming back. I'm watching her come back. She's coming back. And let's do the border dance again. Mexican border dance. It's the Mexican. It's the Mexican. It's the Mexican border dance again. Again. All alone. He's all alone. Oh, hi. I'm all alone. I'm in the window reflecting on. I'm all alone. I'm echoing, echo. I'm all alone. He's all alone. He's picture me alone, reflecting through the window phone. Is reflecting through the window phone. I'm pictured alone. I'm pictured alone. I can't sing, but I can call on the phone. I'm reflecting through the border phone, the Mexican reflecting border phone. I just got back from the border, met a girl face to face down on the border, pretty and demanding. She said no pictures. She turned and left me standing down on the border. I just got back from the border, met a girl face to face down on the border, pretty and demanding. She said no pictures. She turned and left me standing down on the border. I just got back from the border, met a girl face to face down on the border, pretty and demanding. She said no pictures. She turned and left me standing down on the border. Just got back from the border, met a girl face to face down on the border, pretty, pretty and demanding. She said, no pictures. She turned and left me standing, standing down on the border. Just got back from the border. Met a girl face to face down there. Pretty, pretty and demanding. She said, no pictures. She turned and left me standing, standing down on the border. I just got back from the border. Met a girl face to face down on the border. Pretty, pretty and demanding. She said, no pictures. She turned and left me standing, standing down on the border. Hello, my name's Robert Trudell. Low, 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 low. Hello, low, 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 low. Hello, low, 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 low. Hello, low, 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 low. Look down low, get down low, 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 low. Low, low, get down low, 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 get low, get Mexican statue pose. Mexican, it's a Mexican statue pose. Hold it, stop, pose, Mexican statue pose, it's stat, pose, Mexican statue pose, Mexican statue pose. You say Mexican statue pose. Getting Mexican statue pose. Mexican. It's a Mexican statue pose. Mexican statue pose. Hi, Mexican statue pose. That's a Mexican statue. Everybody pose. Mexican statue pose. www. Hello. It's very quiet in here. Hello. We are recording. Okay. There you go. 3 simple steps. Please be ready. Please be ready for security. 3 simple steps to security. Please be ready for security. 1. Show ID and boarding pass. 2. Take out liquids in a baggie and laptops. 3. Take off shoes and jackets. Thank you for participating in security. Your safety is our priority. Transportation Security Administration, www.tsa.gov. Hello. I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' around a bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eatin' from a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it comin'. I know I can be free. But those people keep a-movin', and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if their railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yay. I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' around a bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eatin' from a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it comin'. I know I can be free. But those people keep a-movin', and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if their railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yay. I hear the train a-comin', it's rollin' around a bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. But that train keeps a-rollin' on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, Always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. I bet there's rich folks eating from a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee and smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if their railroad train was mine, I'd bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line, far from Folsom Prison. That's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. Yay. She's in the front, she's at the rear, she's on my side, she's on my side. She's out in front, she's back in rear, she's in the side and back on the border. She's in the front, she's in the side. She's on my back, she's in my rear, she's looking down. Stop! No pictures! 3 simple steps. 3 simple steps. Did I lower it? Let's see. 3 simple steps. 3 simple. 3. Vultures, vultures watching the border. They watch her go, they watch her come, they watch her stay. She's often mad, she drives away, and there she goes. Vultures look at her go, they look at her come, they watch her stay, they watch her stay. They watch her go, they watch her come, the vultures watch from the pole that they sit on, the telephone pole. Vulture looks at her go, it looks at her stay. Vulture